Are these watches worse than Movement? Well, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly that, as I give my full, honest review of Vincero watches. And yes, it is pronounced Vincero, even though I've seen many people pronouncing this Vincero or Vincero. The company have said that's how to pronounce it, so that's how I'm going to. Okay, since the series of videos that I did covering Movement, aka MVMT watches, I have been inundated with requests to take a look at another heavily promoted watch brand, that being Vincero. This company, which I believe was founded in 2014, is another one that is heavily promoted by YouTubers. The brand claims to offer luxury watches at an affordable price. And as many influencers have put it, watch designs that look more expensive than they actually are. I've been getting familiar with this Vincero watch over the last few weeks, and now I'm at a point where I feel like I can give a review on this. I want to point out a couple of things before we get on with it. The first one being, unlike other videos I've seen, this isn't a paid or sponsored review, and I bought this product with my own money. And also, I've got plenty of experience when it comes to watches of a similar sort of price to this. So I'm not just going to say, you know, it's amazing, the best watch you can get, because I haven't tried any other watches. I'm lucky enough to own a lot of watches, so I'm in a good position to judge this one. Let's have a brief look at the specifications to see what it looks like on paper. Vincero watches are made in China, and credit to them, this is something that they don't try and hide. They openly admit it on the website, which I think is quite honourable. Being made in China these days often has a few negative connotations associated with it. It's not inherently a sign of a bad watch, but lots of brands attempt to try and hide this from their consumers, so it's good that they've shown it. Aside from that, we've got a case made of 316L stainless steel, which houses a Miyota quartz movement, which means essentially it's battery powered. It also offers 5 ATM of water resistance. The glass is sapphire coated mineral crystal, not sapphire crystal as I've seen other reviewers claim. And it also comes with a marble showcase to the rear. The model I'm reviewing is the Chrono S, and I picked this one because it's the most popular in their range, and it has some of the standard features that lots of the other ones have got, such as a 43mm diameter and a top grain leather Italian strap. In fact, let's look at the strap first, because this is an area that loads of watch brands completely skimp on. With Movement watches, for instance, I heavily criticize these for coming with arguably the worst straps I've ever seen. How do these compare? Well, I think these, compared to them at least, are a lot better. Immediately, the fact that this is top grain leather means that it's a grade above the generic genuine leather used by loads of fashion watch brands. That being said, the grade of the material doesn't always tell the whole story, and that's sort of the case here. This is one of the crocodile effect straps, which means it's very firm on the outside, and in fact, it's so firm you could probably use it as a catapult. Personally, with watch straps, I prefer my leather a little bit more soft and supple than this. I've been wearing this one for a few weeks, and it's still really rigid. And when you look at it up close, I don't think this is really the highest quality strap. And I've actually seen and felt several genuine leather straps that actually do feel better quality than this one. But overall, it's definitely not bad at all. It does also come with a quick release tabs as well, so that you can interchange the straps easily. But that is an expected feature of watch straps anyway these days. I imagine this watch strap would be able to last you a fair while. It's definitely usable. I want to jump straight into the heart of the watch, the movement. What makes this thing tick? Well, to be specific, it's a Miyota quartz movement. Now, you have to bear in mind this watch currently retails for $159 US, which I believe is somewhere around 120, 130 pounds if you're from the UK. And for that price, it's a little bit disappointing. You can comfortably get a selection of automatic watches at that sort of price. This video isn't going to discuss the benefits and drawbacks of both watch types. However, personally, I'd have preferred to have seen an automatic movement inside this one. After all, it is being marketed as a luxury watch, and automatics are much more prevalent in the higher end models. The movement used in this one is just average, and also it comes with a couple of drawbacks which we'll see later. Vincero do already offer a small range of automatic watches, but unfortunately these come in at a way higher, absurd price point of $299, which is massively overpriced. This movement should be in the $159 watches. Nevertheless, there are a few things about this watch that I definitely do like. One is the quality of the case and the glass. Now, the case is made of the same 316L stainless steel that you'll hear everywhere. In fact, they use 316L stainless steel in Movement watches. That being said, with this one, I feel like it's quite a good example of how just because something is the same grade of material doesn't mean it's the same quality. The steel used in the Movement watch To be honest, feels like Lego. The one in the Vincero watch is a lot more substantial for sure. The overall weight of the watch is increased, and it's stood up far better to fingerprints and scratches. It feels substantial. I think they've done quite a good job. This one even comes with the showcase on the rear with a bit of marble in. Now, in terms of that contributing to the overall watch, I think it's fine. It's nice that they've added something extra, but really, once you've got it, once it's on the wrist, you don't really notice it. I think maybe it's more of an advertising tool / gimmick, but I guess it doesn't hurt to have it. It's something unique, I suppose. And the glass itself is sapphire coated mineral crystal. This is not the same as the high tier sapphire crystal like I've heard other people say, which puts it somewhere between the top level sapphire crystal and the lower level mineral crystal as used by brands like MVMT. So overall, it should perform pretty well, and that's not bad at all at this sort of cost. That should offer some shatter protection and scratch protection. That being said, with watches, if they don't look good, you're not going to buy it and you're not going to wear it. And that seems especially important for Vincero, because they claim that their watches are luxury, and they're obviously telling influencers to say that these look more expensive than they actually are. So let's have a look for ourselves. For me, when it comes to the faces, there's just a couple of things that I don't like about this one. The first one is the fact that the logo isn't applied. It's just being inked onto the surface. And for me, that doesn't shout luxury. Also, you'll notice that the 3 subdials are positioned really close together. They kind of look like they're crammed in there. And that's an indication that the movement is really the wrong size for the watch. I know that I'd certainly prefer the design if these were more spaced out. I also can't say I'm a fan of the font used in the numbers. It looks like they've just used Times New Roman, the basic Microsoft Word font, and planted it around the edges. I don't think that font makes the watch look particularly premium at all. And also the overall white colour of the face, the texture of it, there's just something not quite right. It almost looks like a piece of paper or card. It doesn't look premium. I'd recommend staying away from these basic matte colours. I don't think they've done the best of jobs with it. The hands look totally fine, the hour markings are decent enough too, but there's just something a bit uninspiring about this one. Kind of lacks character for me at this sort of price. And another problem I have with this is the size. The majority of Vincero watches come at a size of 43mm. They do one or two a little bit smaller, but the majority are this size. And this is just massive for most guys. On my wrists, this looks enormous. And it's not just that it's really wide, it's also really deep. That raised section around the perimeter has contributed to this watch being quite deep indeed. Even though this is only a quartz movement. If it was an automatic, I could understand. They must have done this in an attempt to make the watch look like an automatic or look like a high quality watch, because you can get quartz watches a lot thinner than this. And this means that often when you got it on your wrist, it not only looks massive, but also you can have issues with your sleeves fitting over the top. Overall, the sizing and the aesthetic, I don't think it really comes across as a luxury watch. And I think that the sizing in particular, it kind of just makes it look a bit tacky. And you may think I'm being slightly harsh with them here, but this is a brand advertising these watches on the front page of their website as luxury. So I'm judging it as such, and they aren't luxury. How do they compare then to MVMT? Are they worse? Are they better? Are they something in between? Well, having experienced both of these brands, I can tell you clearly that Vincero are a lot better than MVMT. The materials they've selected generally are a lot better, and anyone with very limited experience with watches will be able to tell when they have both of these in the hand which is the more premium product. More thought and care has gone into these. That being said, would I still recommend them overall? In all honesty, probably not. Even if you prefer some of the other designs that they've got, they've all pretty much got the same build quality and they've got the same specs. For this price, you can get some damn good watches. There's a whole lot of automatics to select from, which I know is preferable for lots of people, me included. And I just think you can get some more original, inspiring designs that have got real character to them. Not to mention, many of those are from really well-established brands, if that's something you're bothered about. The design of the Vincero watches can easily be had direct from China. That being said, I'm not sure on the quality of the watches you can get from there. In fact, I want to hear in the comment section if you want to hear either of these two videos. Number 1, alternatives to Vincero watches. Or number 2, maybe I can get one of these direct from China and see how it compares to an actual Vincero in terms of quality. For me, if this watch is to be seen as luxury, it needs an upgrade. It needs a butterfly clasp, it needs an automatic movement, and it needs sapphire crystal. Either way, if you enjoyed this video, hopefully you found it somewhat useful if you're looking at Vincero. Please press the like button, and also if you want to see more videos just like this one, press subscribe. I try and help you look better all the time, lads. I'll see you in the next one.